Alright, what's going on everyone? So today in this video I'm here, and basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is going over the top 10 hypebeast items that I think, were just really good this year. The best items I thought this year that dropped, and it's going to be again my opinion. So if there's a few items that you guys may like that you feel I left out, you guys can go ahead and comment those below, and don't get mad. You don't have to destroy the dislike button or any of that just because it's my opinion. Again, mine's going to be different than yours probably, but it's up to you. I mean, they put it there for a reason, so if you feel like that, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for it or anything like that, but I just hope you all will enjoy this video. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm being a bit quieter, and not like it's like moving around right now, because first of all it's late and I'm a bit tired, and second because my brother is asleep in the room right over there, so I'm not trying to wake him up. But I hope you all will enjoy this video. If you're new, do not forget y'all can subscribe, and also go enter in the 20K giveaway down below. That ends pretty soon. I think like 8 days or so is when it ends, so if y'all want to go enter in that CDG Air Force One giveaway before it ends, y'all can go do that in the description, and y'all can go follow me and stuff like that if if you feel like it. And I'm just gonna get straight into it. Today's a good day and I'm ready to make a video, so let's get started on this. All right, but I don't know, I'm wearing this, but I just decided to, why not? To discuss my happy stuff, so I'm just gonna wear something that doesn't really make sense at all. But basically the first item, and at number 10, I think it was the Supreme Madonna tee. Now I remember people going crazy for this in Supreme Fall Winter 18 week 1, so this is a recent item. I just remember people being crazy for it, like, oh my god, I'm suddenly a fan of Madonna type stuff, just seeing the hypebeast, come out of the, just like their shell and be like, yeah, I like Madonna and stuff like that, even though, they didn't really listen to Madonna and they didn't even know like stuff on it. I'm one of those people, but I didn't cop it because I took an L. I would have kept it probably, and just rocked it because Madonna, icon stuff. So that's why people were hyped over this item, and that's why I feel like majority of the community was. When you put a big sort of person like that, a big celebrity, especially a big musician, people are gonna go crazy for it, and that's why I put this item at number 10. And also just the hype and stuff like that, and it's also fairly underrated on resale. It goes for right around 120 in majority of the colorways, and even in the more hype colorways. So like this item is very slept on in my opinion, and I think it's fire. Like I think this item's clean. So like just it's selling for less. I feel like it's actually one of those items that's been fairly forgotten, as we've had a lot of just items drops this year, period. Just not even like good items, just we had a lot of Supreme, a lot of just all these brands, just a lot of stock, a lot of stuff. So this item I'm putting number 10. It's fire though. But at number 9, I'm putting the North Face Extra Butter collaboration. Now y'all probably know this piece. This is North Face Extra Butter. Y'all probably seen this before, and you probably known it. You've seen all other people. But we had this drop very recently. Actually, at the time of me making this video, this dropped like I think a few days, like very recent, like maybe even been yesterday. I don't really remember. I didn't follow it too heavy, but I just knew it was going to be a very popular drop. And the resale's actually surprising me. I probably actually should have looked more into it, and I think this piece is extremely dope after it's dropped, and I didn't even look into it, and I didn't look into like the resale times or any of that. But I just know this is going for right around 600, and I think it retailed for right around 300, and so that shows you it's already reselling for a good bit. And also, not to mention, Extra Butter and North Face always come with the clean designs in my opinion, and this one is just great. Just good job. All right, we're gonna do a quiet clap since my brother's over there sleeping. So I'm gonna do a quiet clap for this one because this is a solid item. Super happy that this dropped this year, and I'm glad to see that it's doing well, because it doesn't even have like any of the big brands. Well, man, North Face is a big brand. Extra Butter, people aren't like going crazy for Extra Butter. You don't see like people lining up blocks for that. I mean, I haven't really looked into Extra Butter. Maybe I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. But if there's people lining up blocks and I just don't know about it, then y'all call me out on that. But this item, fire in my opinion. But this one, y'all knew this was gonna be on this list, and y'all probably wanted me to put it in this list, so that's what I did. And I think this definitely deserves a spot. So at number 8, I have the Jordan 11 Concords. Now this big release, you had people lining up blocks, and just everything was getting shut down for it. That's all I know, as the people went crazy for the sneaker. And the Concords are a classic. Concords are fire, everything about them. Obviously, on someone like me, I just don't see a Jordan 11 model on my foot. I could see maybe like a Jordan 1 or maybe even a Jordan 11 low, but I just couldn't see a Jordan 11 like Concorde. But personally, I think this item needs respect, and I'm gonna give respect at number 8. Maybe some of y'all may put it higher for your list, but for me, I'm putting it in number 8 because y'all just need to see the other items I put in there for it. But this item's a heater, definitely one that I think got a lot of attention, and it's reselling fairly decent, like 260, and there's a good amount of pairs, I think. So and it's also, not to mention Concords have released before, so like this is like just like a re-release of the Concords. You know, people were gonna go crazy for that, and they did. You know, items gets my respect. It's dope, and you know, for those of you that are lucky enough to be able to, you know, have just the ability to rock Jordan 11s without looking goofy, congratulations. These are dope. But next up, y'all may know about this one. We have the OffWhite Blazers, the Hallows Eve pack. Y'all know about the black colorway and this sort of cream colorway. I remember one of my friends, shout out to Jack, you probably watching this. I know your friend James, I know he watched my stuff too, shout out to James. I know he got a pair of these and they're fire. These are definitely, I think, one of the better releases this year from OffWhite. And, you know, this year from OffWhite and Nike and Jordan was super strong in my opinion. I haven't, you know, for Adidas, I wouldn't consider it one of the stronger years since it is, I feel like, had a lot of restocks and a lot of, you know, just like general release pairs. I don't feel like there was a lot of stuff that was necessarily like, you know, like limited or something too new, you know, just a lot of V2 stuff, and, you know, wasn't anything like too shocking to me from their part. But from, you know, OffWhite and Nike, I feel like they killed on the Blazer. And my one tip to y'all, if y'all own a pair of these or own a pair of Blazers, period, they look better dirty, all right? And I know that's negotiable, but like just OffWhite Blazers look better dirty, and that's what I think. You know, honestly, just the Blazer model in general just looks better dirty. I know some of y'all would probably hate to see them dirty because, you know, just you like keeping your kicks clean. Trust me. I mean, that may be an expensive trust right there. That's like a $600 trust right there because that's what the sneakers go for. But if you feel like it, then y'all can, because I personally think they do. So, you know, if y'all want to see what it looks like, just look it up. Look up what they look like dirty or beat, and look up, maybe someone's done a video on that, and you just look that up. I think it's clean that way. But next up, an extremely underrated brand, but it is gaining more attention as I speak right now. Like right now, this brand is going up. And I see it being next up, or maybe staying like this way. And honestly, I'm cool with that. This brand is just, you know about it, and you know it's fire. So we have the FTP Undefeated Hoodie right here. Now this collaboration I thought was fire, and this hoodie, not to mention, was one of the best pieces I've seen. And you know, just fire. Just that's all I can say. Like I literally don't have words for this piece because it's that good. I'm not gonna exaggerate or go crazy or do any of that. You know, get up and walk around like I usually do, because you get my little bro trying to sleep, and you know he's only 9, so I'm gonna let him get his sleep. All right. You know, I don't need as much sleep as him because I ain't growing as much as him. But basically, you know, this is just fire, honestly. And you know, it is a super basic design. You know, just repeating FTP Undefeated logo, FTP logo, like you get what I'm saying. They're just, it's super basic. There's nothing too crazy. But I know that this piece is actually reselling fairly decent. So it's just FTP resells, and we know that. But if like FTP actually comes up and gets the hype that like Supreme had, and there was some of these pieces releasing, I can tell you resale prices would be very high. And you know, also not to mention that they have lines, they got block long lines. You know, they're starting to develop the hype. And you know, I know that FTP doesn't like hypebeast though, and you know, I agree with that statement. You know, FTP is not necessarily, I don't see it being like a super hyped brand. And you know, I just see FTP as like, you know, like it's like a streetwear brand for like, you know, just not hypebeast. That's what I see from it. But this piece, fire. Like this is just, I definitely had to put it at number 5 for reasons, because it's just clean. But next up, I really hadn't looked into this for these, but I know they released fairly recently the Union 1 Jordans now, or Jordan 1s, 1 Jordans, that's not a model, but you know, basically one off this Jordan 1 model I thought was super clean, very nice exclusive sneaker, and I know it goes around like $600 if I'm correct, and you know, just going over it, like just fire. I mean, like look at the, like here on my open picture, like in my opinion this is the weirdest, one of the weirdest color schemes that fits together nearly perfect. It's just black, white, yellow, and red, and I don't know how it works together so well, but it does. And these are a super clean model, one of my favorites honestly from the Jordan 1 model this year. I do have another one that I've ranked above this that was personally my favorite Jordan 1 release this year from the hypebeast perspective, but honestly going off of this, like this is just a clean sneaker. And you know, I've said that about a lot of things. You know, I've just been, y'all probably thinking, oh, he's just saying this is fire and that's clean and just making a list. It's not like really like discussing his opinion. But honestly, I am just my opinion. And you know, this is just, I like everything about it. You know, if I had a pair, I'd definitely be beating these off. Again, I can't say too much. It's just, they're clean, and that's why they're at number 5. Just clean. But at number 4, I got the OffWhite Jordan 1 in the UNC colorway. Now, I would have put the Chicagos here, but obviously those released in 2017, so you know, this can't really go on that list. But the UNC I think was the closest thing I could get to it. And you know, honestly, the UNCs are pretty clean. One of my friend's dads actually owns a pair of these, and I think that's pretty funny. But not even funny, like that's cool, like that's dope. Like think about that, if your dad owned a pair of these, that would be pretty sick. I'm not even gonna lie on that. Like that would be
like clout to your name, like massive. But going over this, you know, this item is a heater. You know, I like everything about it, and especially since I'm from North Carolina, you know, the UNC just sort of, you know, just goes with it. And I'm in North Carolina right now. You know, it's my state. That's where I chill. And you know, I gotta admire the UNC. So you know, I gotta give respect to where it is. And the UNC is, you know, clean. That's it. It's clean, and it resells for like, I think 1K plus. You know, that's another thing too. So heavy resale price, doing well on that. Pero número 3 and este listo. Supreme box logos. All right, the crew necks. Yeah, these I think deserve the number 3 spot. I'm not gonna put them at the best because, you know, that would just seem just like, oh, he's just going with Supreme because it's Supreme, and that's it. But that's not the case. I think this item actually deserves the number 3 spot, but the other 2 items I'm ranking above it, you know, I personally think are better. But, you know, these are very clean. They're not reselling for as much as I thought they would, because I see someone like the colors, like the most hype ones, like gray and black, going for like 550, 580, which doesn't make sense when I know this item has potential to easily go for like 800, 900, and even some like in 1K. So, you know, I know people aren't selling these for as much as they could, but, you know, it's too late to really change the market on them. Now all I can do is really just wait and give it time. You know, if we all revolted together, you know, we could raise the market, but that's just not going to happen because it's good for buyers. And, you know, as a buyer and like seller and things like that, you know, it's complicated, you know, because, you know, when you're a buyer, you want it to be low, but if you're a seller, you want the price to be high so you can make more money. But, you know, it's just that's what the market is, and it's hard to find it out like that. But going over this, you know, I think it was personally one of the cleaner box logos they had released. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of the CDG box logo at all. Like, this was just like split too much, and the other CDG box logo just wasn't it. And you know, I wasn't either like a huge fan of the Fall Winter 17 ones, but again, that's a whole different year, so we're not going to discuss those really. But I personally think this is a very clean release, and you know, super hyped. The site crashed bad, and if you remember that, then you remember that. But an honorable mention before I get into the top 2 items, this is the Supreme CDG Perfecto jacket. Now, all over it, if you're wondering all the words saying it, it says "Justice for All," which I'm vibe with that. That's pretty cool. And not to mention, it's a Perfecto jacket, so this was a very expensive retail. But again, it's reselling for right around 1,700 dead stock. You know, that's like on StockX and stuff like that. So you know, you can check that if you want. But I just think this item was like insane. I remember it getting like some hate, and I remember people being, oh, it's too expensive to really sell. Y'all just gotta think about it. Supreme CDG, this was a fire one, and you know, it definitely made it for the box logo in my opinion, because I just didn't like the box logo. Right, I know some of y'all may, but just for me, didn't see the appeal in it. Of it being split that much, I just didn't really like it at all. This one was, again, if I had this item, that'd be sick. And you know, if I had a good deal on this item, that'd also be sick. But you know, fire. Just Perfecto jackets, just I mean, I don't know if I could necessarily wear this, but you know, might as well take the risk, because it's worth it. But at number 1, before y'all, some of y'all may be mad and some of y'all may agree, but just keep it in mind, it's what I think. All right, and you know, I don't own the item yet, but just there's a reason I'm putting it number 1, and I'm gonna explain why. I put the Jordan 4 Cactus Jacks. Now, the reason I put this one here is I believe with the idea of them collaborating with Travis Scott for this, and Travis Scott, you know, obviously is a super popular modern day artist, so that's one thing right there. They're initiating with like celebrities and things like that, so that puts the hype behind the sneaker. 2, they released a fair amount of pairs, and it still is reselling for like $380, $400, which is a good resale price. You know, it's a standard price, and I think that's good. You know, it's showing that Jordan resale is still there, and not to mention the design of it's dope. I like the colorways. I mess with it, and Cactus Jack is just cool in general. Like the way they made the sneaker, I really enjoyed with it. Also, I feel like the sneaker also brought some, you know, a bit more attention to the Jordan 4 model. Again, it was already a very popular model of the Jordan sneakers, but you know, I just felt like it brought like the Jordan 4 model like back a bit. I'm not saying that it was ever dead. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to think of Jordan models, now you may think of Jordan 4s like more often because of the sneaker. Like the Cactus Jacks are now, I feel like, associated with the Jordan 4. Like when you think of Jordan 4, the first thing that may come to your head may be Cactus Jacks now. Now for some of y'all OGs, you know, obviously it would be like different things, but I'm talking about people that are actually newer in the game. I feel like this sneaker was a really good step into like introducing them to like some Jordans. Now that may sound whack to y'all, but it makes sense to me, and you know, I'm just trying to explain that behind there. But you know, if you agree, then that's cool. If you don't, then I understand. But you know, yeah, again, you can switch up the order in any of these. You know, you can add your items, you can make your own list, and then y'all can send it to me. You can drop your own list down in the comments below, and that'd be lovely, you know. And yeah, you know, I can check that out there, and maybe I could say, yeah, you know, I agree, I should have put that there. And you know, that's why I think the Cactus Jacks are just, it's an influential sneaker, and it's with an influential person as well, like Travis Scott. And I'm sure I probably don't mess with Travis Scott, and I understand, you know, but he's a good live performer and all that. You know, I just felt like Jordan did a good job by collaborating with someone modern too, because it just would bring more people to Jordan, and that's good, more people in the game. But yeah, if y'all did enjoy this video, I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for the love y'all have been showing, of course. I'm just gonna get in the center here because, you know, I'm not like, I don't need to show anything on the screen, but if y'all want to, y'all can go subscribe below, y'all can drop a like, you can comment below what you think about the video. If you thought, you know, there were some pieces maybe you liked, you know, point out some pieces maybe you thought you would add to your top 10, or maybe you think, you know, just give your opinion down below. I'd appreciate it. And also, if y'all go into the giveaway down below too, go ahead and do that. And, you know, just, yeah, that's it. Subscribe and like if you want to. I'd appreciate the love. And that's really it, you know, just a chill video. And, you know, I'm obviously going to get some sleep. It's like 11 o'clock when I'm recording this right now. So, you know, obviously I'm just trying to, you know, finish up the video and then edit it tomorrow and post it. So if y'all think you enjoyed it, I appreciate it. I'm going to stop clapping my hands too, because that's probably annoying. But, yeah, let's close it out for real now. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all. And peace out.